Hi, my name is Baden Grubbs. I'm majoring in creative writing, and I'd like to talk about the current quagmire that the modern American writing industry finds itself in. I'd like to speak on the many cookie-cutter young adult novels that exist out there merely to fill out space in a bookshelf in a bookstore. I feel like it has oversaturated the market, and I think we should completely reinvent the wheel and create a paradigm shift. To support my argument, I'd like to reference classics such as Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky and some other classics. As I've grown up, I've kind of realized that most modern books, and by modern, I'm referring to before World War II, rehash many of the same tropes and plot systems that other books do, to the point where if you read a book that's so similar to another one, there's no point in it even being in print or having wasting the same paper as the other one. Back before printing was so easy or so widespread, to the point where a book was expensive, if people wanted to write down what they wanted to say in a book, it had to really mean something to them, and it had to be something passionate to them, something they wanted people to see and they wanted to say, to get off their chest. That's a form of artistic venting. This is sometimes almost mentally ill to an extent. You can find this in a lot of Dostoevsky's books, such as Crime and Punishment, which the main character is a neurotic, self-centered egotist, and he suffers every day for the crime he commits. Or in Brothers Karamazov, which makes a statement about lots of things, like religion and the economic state of St. Petersburg. But overall, it's very varied and gives great insight into human nature. And this exploded in Russia and America, all across Europe especially. It began to influence writers such at first as Friedrich Nietzsche and Franz Kafka, who are considered almost gods in the writing world today. I feel like a lot of that neurotic art has been lost today. I feel that most writers simply want to pump out the story almost for money, almost to be grabbed by a publisher so it can be torn apart and sold en masse. You don't find that same neurotic art in a lot of books. It's not to say it's not completely present, but I feel like it's sorely lost today. As an example, I'd like to bring this book, Axiom's End, which would probably not be recognized by most, which I feel like it is a good book, but I feel like recognizable classics are often lost because there's such an overabundance of them, especially in the same young adult category or fiction. I feel like it's very hard to reinvent the wheel, as it were, during classic times. I feel like people have lost that art either due to trying to meet the needs of publishers or creative burnout. I feel like a way that we can solve this problem is just simply by encouraging writers to speak from the heart, by being neurotic again. There's a lot of neurotic art out there, none of them eternally exclusive to literature. A lot of Francisco Goya's black paintings, for example, are very neurotic. Some songs are very neurotic, just meant to scream and put as emotion as you want out there to make a statement about something that you care about. And that pathos communicated in that is more powerful than anything you can write in a basic story. I feel like that should be the basis for all art. I've kind of laid out in this speech or rant so far that I really feel like pathos in the end is what should connect all art. Connection to the emotions, something tangible that every human can relate to. Also, in the end, if something were to be taken away from this speech, is just to write to your heart's content, or make art what you want to be consumed by other people. That should be your main priority. In the end, that should be really what you're after as an artist. Not money, not critical acclaim, not fame. The only fame you should seek is in a community that enjoys and is affected by your art. Thank you.